Wow, that was just some BTs there of our mathematics teacher, Muhammad Apis, who walked away with top honors at this year's edition of the MSc Malaysia Asia Pacific ICT Alliance APITA Awards for his blog, Through His Eyes.
Yeah, now where would we be without teachers? Because as I know, I wouldn't be able to read or write without them.
Yes, very noble career. Now, we are very, very glad to have with us here Muhammad Apis himself, Cikgu, teacher as well as award-winning blogger, together with Encik Niran Noor, the Vice President of Multimedia Development Corporation, MDEC.
Thank you very much, guys, for being here with us. You're looking very nervous. You're a teacher, you're supposed to be confident. I'm the one that's supposed to be nervous. Cikgu, sorry.
Yeah, it's in the class before, you know, now it's large.
It's very different, isn't it? In the class you have kids and then here you have cameras.
You do, you have one kid here. Now, a quick question now. How did it feel to receive such an award?
Wow, it's really amazing and it's such an honor, and it's very weird, you know, like it's something very surprise for me to be a teacher in a rural area and then suddenly becoming like an award winner. So
I suppose the audience really don't know what you do as you've told us you're a math teacher, and tell us where exactly and how long have you been teaching?
Okay, so I am a primary school teacher, a maths teacher, obviously. I teach in Sekolah Kebangsaan Kampung Kenang, Sungai Siput Utara, Perak.
Shout out for that.
Yeah, hi, I hope they're watching me.
Yeah. We're on free TV, so we can.
Hello, hi, my pupils and all teachers over there.
Yeah.
So actually I teach maths, and then in the same time I teach this is my 3rd year already. And oh my god, why I'm so nervous now.
Okay.
And then I first posted to this rural area,
right,
and then in Sekolah Kebangsaan Kampung Kenang, and then I started to blog about my experience over there, and share with people what I'm doing over there, and then how do I teach maths to my kids, and then suddenly it becomes bigger and bigger.
It's quite a learning process for yourself as well, because being a teacher, I suppose it's not just about teaching your students, it's also learning from your students as well. Because it's so nice to have we have teachers who have such positive attitudes, and you exuberate very positive attitudes. To Encik Niran, thank you very much for being with us. Now we've got very fine examples here right next to you. MDEC's objectives, what are they in terms of these themes?
Okay, thank you. First of all, this is specific to the Asia Pacific ICT Awards, which is APITA, which is now open for nominations and closing on 15th of June.
Right.
The initiative of APITA really is to recognize creativity, innovation, and excellence through the use of ICT. Now, there's people sometimes assume that it is all about business solutions, right? But we do have about 19 categories, and it cuts across the various aspects of enabling various demographics, various markets, various geographies, various business verticals.
Yes.
Across the board, because ICT is an enabler across. So we have 19 categories, which includes the student categories, which includes e-learning, e-health, and so on and so forth. And there are 19 winners, and we pick only one best of the best.
Yes.
Right. In the past 14 years, we have always picked a business solution.
Right.
For the first time last year, we decided to award Prime Minister's Best of Best to Hafiz.
Yes.
Amongst all the rest, and there were a lot of questions as to why. If you have gone into the website and you look at the books that has established, one of the reasons that we picked him is because he is able to reach out to his audiences, and his audience is not just the students, it's his colleagues, the other teachers across the board. I think he started out, as we go through, he started out trying being in some remote area, and he didn't access, and he was expressing his difficulties, his pain, his frustration, his happiness, so on the blog, and it just exploded.
So I suppose a lot of people who probably having the same experiences could relate to what you were having. That's how it became, I suppose,
Yeah.
popular. What are your numbers and viewership on your blogs? And what are their what's the right word? Are they teachers or what are the categories?
I think my blog, because it is in English, so it goes through local and international audience.
Right.
And then I mean, right after I blog my experience and share my activities with them, with all the audience, and then it got so many viewers, and then even coming up from international, like from UK, from Thailand. So yeah, it got lots of views. I can't.
I have to say, Rashid, I actually saw, I went to his blog, Apis Tak Kisah. I quite like the name because it's very honest. And what you blog about is just, just very true, just being yourself. In a way, you get to know the real person inside and also your real experiences. And I think that was fascinating. And being a teacher in rural area, when you first get the posting, I mean, were you a city boy before?
I can say a bit village.
A bit city
Because I'm
boy.
from Alustar, Kedah actually.
Okay. Next door. Next door only. What you've done was actually had your thoughts on in a book as well. Compiled everything in a book. Tell us a bit about this.
Okay, so first I just blogged my experience. And then after a while I got some emails, feedback from people. And then suddenly I got an email from Dr. Kit Thomas from CSI University and telling me that he's so interested in this book, in this blog. And then suddenly a few months after that I received an offer to turn my blog into books from MPH and USSI Publishing House.
Now with your blog, it's obviously MDEC has recognized it as a very innovative thing. In terms of MDEC themselves, in relation to Apicta, how do you enhance the nation's need for innovators? Because this is something which has caught the imagination, as you said earlier.
Because I think the important thing to understand about the Apicta Award is actually it's a platform to recognize some world-class solutions out there, from the primary school student right up to real serious ICT staffs, right? So we call this as the Oscar of the ICT Award.
Right. Wow.
Because we don't recognize or support any other ICT awards, and this is it for the country.
Right.
And the winners will go to the International Apicta, which happens to be in Brunei this year. Okay. And what's important is for the Malaysian side, the winners, we pick the best of the best in terms of solutions.
Right.
And then once we find out that they are the best in class, there's a process that they need to go through before they even go to international, which is coaching and mentoring. Because a lot of times, it's no longer talking about my solution is the best solution.
Yes.
It's more about marketing yourself.
Yes.
It's more about providing the solutions to the problems, solutions to the problems that you are trying to solve. Right. So the gain that they have just going through the process is phenomenal.
Right.
Even Hafiz for himself, I'm sure you will recognize the fact that that process that he went through has enriched him, has made him better.
Yes.
In getting to the next stage. Once he gets there, there's a whole host of other networking and access that has been opened up to him, which otherwise would not have happened if he stayed just blogging on his own.
Right.
So the Apicta is really, for lack of a better word, is a stamp of approval. So you are therefore recognized as having a solution or providing through ICT, providing an enabling environment for your audiences and the public at large. Because ICT is really about making life simpler.
Yes,
Right.
and with this award now that you're honoring also people who are bloggers, I mean it's opening up a whole new framework for digital media.
Correct.
So is there more chances now for people who are bloggers out there probably saying that hey, this is an opportunity?
Yeah.
At Apicta, we consciously try to be ahead of the curve. All right. So in the past, we don't really have a category under bloggers,
Yes.
but they can still, qualify within a category. We even have e-inclusion, for example, where you provide a solution. NGOs providing a solution to the less fortunate amongst the public. So they are also, can compete in the economy because we have various categories which will cater for the various types. Our latest addition to the award is green IT or sustainability. Right. So that's a thing that everybody seems to be talking about. So we needed to have that category so that we can pull across all these solutions and also provide awareness to the rest of the world when you go international that Malaysia is also pursuing the green technology and green IT, which is really about sustainability.
Well, that's unfortunately we could go on talking about that because there's a lot more questions I'd love to ask you. We don't have that much time, but thank you very much, Hafiz, for being with us, and General as well for basically, we have a young
star,
I'm about to say young student, but a young teacher here who's setting a massive responsibility and also an example for all the students out there, because we all know that IT is a great way forward and a basis for learning and also gathering information. But thank you very much, guys, for being with us here on the Breakfast Show.
Yes.
Now we're going to take a quick break, but after this, we have cruelty-free makeup that works.